and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kayla and this is my backyard garden at my home in North Texas. It is officially warm here. I think it got up to almost 90 degrees today. So it's time to move a lot of the herbs and flowers and vegetables that I started inside into these beds. The first thing I need to do is to clear out all of my tulips and daffodils and get these put away for next year. So the foliage on these hasn't completely died back, so I'm digging out the entire bulb and the stem and greenery. And what I'll do is the same thing I did last year. I'm just going to let these sit in a box in my garage where they will continue to die back. And once the foliage is fully dead, I can remove that and clean it up for long-term storage until I'm ready to plant them again next year. So that's the first thing I'm going to do today. I'm just clearing all of these out of this raised bed. I've got a couple in pots that I'm going to be clearing out as well. And then once that's done, I'll have room for all of my spring and summer flowers and vegetables and all of that good stuff. So yeah, stick around and I will show you what I'm planting today. Before I get to planting anything new, I'll show you how the garden is doing today. So last time you saw me plant all of my tomatoes, those are still doing really well. We did have a hailstorm come through that did a little bit of damage, but luckily everything seemed to bounce back all right. My oak leaf hydrangeas are really happy in these pots, and I did not kill them, so that is good news. The plan is still to move these out into my front yard, but that involves getting some holly bushes out, which involves using a chainsaw, and I just haven't had the time to do that yet. So eventually these will be going in the front yard along with these euchera. These have been in their nursery pots since October, and I haven't planted them yet. So eventually it's going to happen. But other than that, everything in the garden is looking really good. This is one of the beds that I didn't get a chance to refresh last time, so I topped it up with some new compost and then redid the drip irrigation, avoiding the little nasturtium that I have in this bed. So now that it is refreshed, I'm going to plant some cantaloupe along the trellis, and then I've also got some cosmos that I'm going to put on the end. In my other back raised bed, I'm going to be planting some watermelon. Again, this season, I'm trying to focus on fruits and vegetables that don't require as much constant upkeep as things like cucumbers and okra. Those just need to be harvested too much. So yeah, I'm trying to go for low maintenance fruits and vegetables. So watermelon, cantaloupe, things like that. I've got a tomato in this bed also, so I'm going to be planting some marigolds and some basil to go along with that. This is also the bed where I normally plant my dill. I just plant a whole bunch of it down at one end, and I don't know, I think having a bunch of it makes it easier for the butterflies to find it. I'm not entirely sure, but this is always where I put it, so that's where I'm going to put it again this year. I've got more basil and marigolds that are going to be going in my larger tomato bed, and then in my herb bed I'm going to be planting some Thai basil and then some more dill. The only things left to plant today are the rest of my flowers, so I've got some sunflowers, some zinnias, some gumbrina, and some marigolds that I'm just going to basically scatter throughout the garden. And then a little bit later in the season, I'll have some eggplant and peppers that will go in my large raised bed where I took out my spring flower bulbs. So those need a little bit more time inside, and I need it to get a little bit warmer outside before I move those, but those should be coming soon. And that should be about it for my spring and summer planting. After this, it kind of goes into maintenance mode where I'm just harvesting and pruning and all of that. So it feels good to get most of the planting done today, and I'm excited to see how the season goes. So here's a little garden walkthrough so you can see everything that I planted today, and that's about it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.